Hi, Andy Nelson. Today I want to talk about a sixth way that you can torpedo your trademark rights. And this involves use of, or incorrect use of rather, trademark symbols. Now, every single day you encounter trademark symbols on products or services that you not necessarily consume, but are thrown your way. And you've seen these symbols before. You see the circle R, you see a TM sometimes next to something, whether it's a logo or a word or something else. Or you might see an SM. SM referring to a service mark, TM referring to a trademark, and a circle R referring to a registered, a federally, not state, but a federally registered trademark or service mark. So here's how you can screw things up. Number one, if you don't have a trademark registration from the federal government and you use the circle R with your marks, that could be actually used as a basis when you do apply at some point to deny your application because it's fraudulent, right? You're not supposed to use that. If you don't have a registered trademark, you shouldn't be telling the world that you do have one, right? You're making a misrepresentation. So that is one way you can torpedo your ability to actually get a federally registered trademark. That aside, if you don't use your symbols, if you're just using the TM or the SM because you have you mark that you're claiming rights to and you want the world to know it, but if you don't really use the SM or the TM in close proximity to your actual marks, you may be hurting yourself. Now, those are really just kind of flags, like you're planting a flag saying, I claim this as a trademark. Doesn't mean legally you actually have one. That's a whole another question. But at least you're telling the world, hey, whether I have this, whether this is going to be tested in a court someday or what have you, or by the trademark office, I'm claiming this. I believe this is a mark that identifies me in commerce to consumers exclusively. And so I'm claiming this as a trademark. So, please, other competitors, potential would-be infringers, use something else. Don't use anything that's going to cause confusion with my mark. But you gotta, in order to kind of convey that message, you have to have that mark in close proximity. So here's a great example, something I drink out of every day, a cup from my alma mater, Washington. Here you can see, I have a W, you can see that circle out right there. So that means the University of Washington has a registered trademark for this W in connection with this kind of a product. Okay, it's not just merely for other products and they put this W on here with a circle R. It has to be registered for this kind of product. If they only have it for coasters or something like that, then this is really not a correct statement because it's not registered for this kind of product. That is one side of this cup. You flip it around, there's another trademark for Washington, the W, but in this kind of paw outline. And here you can see that they have a TM. It's small, but they have a TM. So they're saying, hey, this is a trademark of ours as well. Anybody else who uses mugs, cups, rather, beverage, glassware, beverageware, whatever, do not use something that looks like this with W. Now, there's all kinds of products we've seen out there with this paw print or something like it, but don't use something with the W in this configuration. That's going to cause confusion. We're claiming this as a mark, but this tells you they have not registered it yet. They may have applied for it, and may not have obtained it yet, or they may not even be able to apply for it. And my guess is, don't tell anybody, my guess is if they tried to apply for this, they probably got rejected because there's so many marks out there that employ some kind of print like this that I bet the trademark office is pushing back on a lot of these, saying this is going to cause confusion with others, so we're just not going to register it. That's just a guess of mine. But at any rate, that is correct. But it's otherwise correct use, though. Look how close it is. It's close to the mark. This is what they're claiming. If they had TM down here, or on the bottom, or something like that, it just wouldn't have the effect it should have. So you want to make sure that the claim is in close proximity so your message is getting across. Same thing if you decide to use SM for service marks in connection with services on ad copy, websites. Again, make sure that it's close to the actual mark itself so the consumer makes the association, right? The consumer, you're trying to convey a message and have a consumer make the association. Even it's not going to be a conscious, understanding. It's going to be in the subconscious, but you want to make the consumer understand. Oh, mark, services or products. Yes, that is a mark for it, not just something other kind of imagery or content that blends into the background. Anyway, so I just told you how you can torpedo it, and also on the flip side, how you can ensure that you use those symbols correctly. That's it. If you have a question about this content, shoot me a note, drop a comment, and if you feel someone will benefit, please share it. Until the next one, have a good one.